Yo, what is up, my little tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on the streets of Arena. Got ourselves finally some shadows over Innistrad Remastered. Just finished my stream where I did like 5 drafts and the win rate was like 45%. So good start to the format, but as always, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all of your Magic card-related needs. Shadows over Innistrad Remastered. So there are no new cards here. This is not like an alchemy version of the format. This is where they coalesce all of the individual sets into one catered for arena gameplay. So there's nothing new about this. This is an older format, or at least a lot of the cards are from older sets. There are a lot of downshifts in rarity. A lot of commons used to be uncommons, so from uncommon to common. And then a lot of rares have been downshifted to like uncommon and stuff. I don't have much time here to talk as I didn't really go over the cards all that well, but I'm going to first pick that Slayer's Plate. Really strong equipment. Remember, this is not all will be one. You actually can have some really fun grindy decks in this format, especially like the blue-green Clue decks or like the black-green Delirium decks. I'll try to point out relevant cards as we see them. Speaking of Delirium, so this is Delirium's ability you get when you have 4 different card types in your graveyard, you know, land, creature, enchantment, artifact, or whatever. And this is one of the better Delirium cards that if you flip it, it turns into a 4/3 kill any creature. It's a nice one. Stormkirk Captain, so you'll see all of the namesake lords in this format. You have like the Stormkirk Captain, the Drogskull Captain. I guess they're all captains. A lot of them have some really good abilities. This one gives your Vamps +1/+1 first strike. The Spirit one, the blue one, the Drogskull gives +1/+1 and gives hexproof, so on and so forth. Lightning Axe, Madness is a thing in this format. Humans are a thing in this format. A lot of different archetypes that you can build for sure. Lightning Axe is pretty good here if we don't want to take Kindly Stranger. Let's go ahead and do that. Maybe we can lean in towards a fun Madness deck if available. Stitcher's Graft, let's see, what was this one? 1 mana to play. Equipped creature gets +3/+3. Whenever it attacks, it doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Whenever it becomes unattached from a permanent, sacrifice this permanent. So I don't recall this one being particularly good, although it, again, does have some synergy. There are some Emerge cards in this format. This is another older mechanic, well, older if you haven't been playing Magic for a while, where you can sack a creature in addition to some extra cost to play these Emerge creatures for cheaper. So if you sack a 4 mana creature, you would only have to pay 2 colorless and a black for the Maw. Let's see here. We have a Daring Sleuth. That's not too bad if you can get some good clue value. Blessed Alliance is an okay removal spell, but not great. Mornwillow is decent. So the Slayer's Plate is best on in a human deck, which is like green-white or white-red. So we could just take like Rabid Bite here if we wanted to and try to lean into Slayer's Plate. I don't mind doing that. There wasn't that much in the pack anyways. Oh, is this the vampire one? Attacking creatures you control have first strike. Whenever a vampire you control deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. That was a really fun card. Incendiary Flow is probably going to be my choice here, though. Just 2 mana, 3 damage, exile it if it's a creature. Very strong card. Dragunder. Love these type of cards. Return a creature, draw a card. Red-blue is like a spell archetype. You'll see some good red-blue spell cards. Let's take the flow, though. Oh, Pour Over the Pages. Yeah, we could do maybe some blue-red spells. This is also good for like a pseudo-madness theme. Speaking of madness, we have 2 mana, 1/3 that you can discard a card to give this +2, -2 until end of turn. So a free enabler for madness is never bad. Kind of like leaning into the blue-red deck, though, and seeing if, yeah, maybe we can do something like that. Although, kind of like taking the Haunter here over the Dragunder. Because cheap, aggressive creatures are always nice, though another... Man, I like Dragunder a lot. It's just good interaction. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to do that over Tattered Haunter and really lean into the spell theme. So, any of the duels that always enter tapped, I think they were always uncommon, but some of the lands that we have passed already that can enter untapped, those ones used to be rare. Drownyard Explorers looks good here. Just 4 mana, 2/4, decent blocker, and it investigates, so kind of draws you a card later. Magnifying Glass isn't terrible. Could take like Woodland Stream for the blue-green clue deck. But I guess, the land's just going to be the safest. Keeps us the most open. I don't remember Fogwalker being all that good. When it ETBs, target creature and opponent controls doesn't untap. So it doesn't tap the creature, it just keeps something tapped if it already was. Could see taking the grapple over it, but I guess we kind of want to lock up the blue cards. Battleground Geist used to be uncommon, I believe, and it's now been downshifted. It's kind of hard to lose on these 2 removal spells. Yeah, let's just take the 2 mana spell here. I mean, we already have Rabid Bite, so it's not terrible to take some green as well, but... we might not end up playing the Slayer's Plate at the end of the day if I don't pick enough creatures. Oh, we could try to build a mill deck. When it enters the battlefield, you investigate. Whenever you sack a clue, target player mills 3 cards. It's either that or deny existence. Sure. We can go for some trolley decks. Bloodbrier's really, really solid in the clue decks as well. 3 mana, 2/3. Whenever you sacrifice another permanent, you put a 1/1 counter on it. Geist of the Archives coming back is great for a Stolly type deck. 0/4 Defender that gets you a free scry on your upkeep. This is another one that used to be uncommon. Yeah, this is specifically good on humans, but though it's not terrible if you have a bunch of like evasive creatures and stuff otherwise. Four mana 3/3 self-mill or amulet for potential splashing. I think I like the splash card a little bit more. Brutes are easy to come by anyways. Oh man, I had a super fun green-black self-mill deck earlier today on stream, and frequently in all of the games we won, it effectively churned through the entirety of its library, and then it had ways to put cards from your graveyard on the bottom of your library, so it was a super fun grind out one earlier today. Okay, last couple of picks here. Oh, we might run Scarecrow. Opening a Collective Defiance. That's another nice one for the spells deck, and it also has good Madness synergies. Another good Madness card here in the Alchemist Greeting. So 5 mana, 4 damage to a creature is not like crazy good, but the fact this had Madness could often make it quite the beating. Drag Under Great. And remember, with sorceries, if you Madness them, you can still cast them at any time. So if you like Lightning Axe your opponent's creature, discards Greeting, you can Madness and kill something as well. What is this one? Kind of a weird Vampire Lord. Looks like we're going to get another Greeting here. Firehound. That's one of the commons we'll be looking out for. Nice win con in the red-blue deck. Yeah, it feels like we're probably leaning in toward red-blue here. So one of the best commons we can get for this deck is the Thermo Alchemist, right? The 2 mana 0/3, tap it, deal 1 damage to each opponent, and then whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it untaps. Easy way just to add a bunch of free damage. So Memories is probably going to be a cut then. How many ways do I have to discard right now? Axe, Defiance, and Pour? Oh, Pieces of the Puzzle is another fun one, but I don't think I'm going to take that here, even though that card is really good in red-blue. I think we want to prioritize like the cheap removal spells, like the Bombardment, or even Spontaneous Mutation. I mean, honestly, Mutation oftentimes is better, because it effectively kills the creature anyways, but you can do this on a much larger threat, right? You can play this on a 10-power creature, and sometimes that's going to be good enough to effectively kill it. But I guess we'll take the first Bombardment, since this is still early in pack 2. And if we get multiples, you know, they just get better and better. Kind of like a Kindle, right? If you ever played with Kindle back in Tempest, or Stronghold. Tempest? One of those. And, yeah, but this one only goes to creatures. Okay. Well, I guess we could take another Spontaneous Mutation choice there, but I'm going to go with the Pour over the pages. 5 mana, draw 3, untap 2 lands, discard a card. More good value for our Madness cards, which I assume we'll be picking up more later on too. Oh wait, do I only have 1 Madness card? Why did I think I had more madness already? I guess because we saw another greeting, but I didn't take it. Take inventory is another fun one. Similar to bombardment, but I don't know if we want to start taking these now. I love, love, love Wretched Griff. It's a great emerge card, but we are not really doing a good emerge deck right now. We just don't have the creatures to sacrifice. So, I almost wonder if the take inventory is still better here. Both are super high upside. I kind of dig the inventory, though. Maybe we'll get more. Damn. Another Griff. And one of the cultists, which are really good with the emerge creatures. Maybe we take Mad Prophet now? Again, we only have one Madness card, though, so this is not, like, particularly impressive, but it's still probably good enough. Here's a good pack. We've been looking for these ones, the Ingenious Scab. This is a really solid 3-drop in the spells deck, right? 3 mana, 2/3 prowess, and then it's pumpable. Not sure if I want to take the Curious Homunculus here, although a 2-drop does sound juicy, but I think the Scab is slightly better. Another Griff, Nebelgast Herald. Oh, man, that is so many Griffs going around. Let's take the Nebelgast. Oh, drag under 9th pick on the wheel's good. We have good interaction, but I don't have good win cons. I need to find like a Rise from the Tides or something. Rise from the Tides being a 6-mana blue sorcery that makes a tapped 2/2 zombie for each instant or sorcery in your graveyard, so it was a great win con in these type of decks, but you needed to be able to cast it and then survive another turn because the zombies enter tapped. There's the Pyre Hound on the wheel. Fantastic. That is, again, one of the cards I was looking out for. Kind of overloaded on 3-drops right now. Oh, I feel like the pieces of the puzzle might just be a little bit too good, though, right? Top 5, put 2. Combination of instant or sorceries. No, I'm going to take the mutation. More removal, more better. Yeah, it's fine. I'll take more. The double wheel of the spontaneous mutation was actually kind of sick. This deck has a lot of, like, removal type cards or actual removal. We might play that. There's a cultist for all those Griffs that went around. Yeah, all of these are kind of like removal spells. I mean, another fleeting memories. Angel of Flight Alabaster. At the beginning of your upkeep, return target spirit from your graveyard to your hand. I don't think we have too many spirits. Geist, Herald. I guess Fogwalker is as well. This list looks to me like I'm supposed to take another Ingenious Scab, though. So you can open apparently multiple rares in these formats as well. There's like some weird, there's like a rotation every week where they're going to take out some of the old cards and bring in other new cards. So it will change week by week as well, kind of interestingly. Yeah, let's just take another Scab. Whoa, okay, what does this one do again? Choose up to 2 creatures until your next turn. Whenever either of those creatures deal combat damage, you draw a card. Tap up to 2 non-land permanents they don't untap. Draw 3 cards, you get an emblem. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's a Planeswalker. We can't cast that. There's a second take inventory for us, though, which I think we're going to do over, say, another Herald. There's the Rise from the Tides. Okay, now I think this deck has become very good. I want to make sure we get this. Like, trying to wheel that is a little bit too greedy, even though another take inventory is perfect since we already have 2. But this is now, I think, a very good... Oh my gosh, a very good... Whoa. A very good spells deck. For some reason, I thought this was the Puppet Master or whatever, the one that made creatures when you cast instant sorcery. This card's good, but not for us. Diagraph Colossus is also pretty sweet, but we have a second Rise from the Tides here, and we're passing a third Take Inventory. So. Manic Scribe, 0-3 for 2, mill 3 cards. At the beginning of each upkeep, but there are 4 more card types among. So Delirium, you mill opponent's 2 cards, or 3 cards. I don't want another Geist over Tattered Haunter. I guess we're probably not playing some of these stuff, though. Yeah, I don't think we're trying to beat him down with Tattered. I'm going to take another Geist. Imprisoned in the Moon is another one that's been downshifted. These used to be a rare, actually. You enchant a creature, land, or planeswalker, and then it turns it into a land. So it's a little bit awkward because it does ramp your opponent in a sense, but I don't even think we need that in our deck. We have so much good removal as it is. I might play the Terrarian. Actually, maybe Brain in a Jar. Kind of cool here. Another Take Inventory. Sorry, Griff. Put a charge counter on it, and then you may cast an instant sorcery with mana value equal to the number of charge counters on it. And yeah, we might play that. Another Spontaneous. I wonder if we can wheel some of those other inventories. Now we wheeled the Nebelgast Herald. I guess I'm just going to cut the Herald, though. There it is. There's 4 Take Inventory now. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. Need to cut a couple of cards still. I guess I don't need the Explorers. I guess I don't need the Prophet. We have 15 instants and sorceries for the double Rise from the Tides. Yeah, this deck looks sick. 16 lands is probably fine too, right? With 4 Take Inventory, maybe even a 5th. Okay. This deck is super sweet. Even Terrarian is kind of like a free roll way to thin out your deck. Is there a world where I'm cutting Lightning Axe here? Like, look at this deck. It is so cool. Spontaneous Mutation aren't instants or sorcery, which is slightly awkward, but like I said, they are like stronger removal spells. In fact, I almost wonder if Bombardment could be a cut. Yeah, we can probably just cut like Geist 16. This deck is very sweet. Absolutely love it. Okay. I guess we want to go heavier on blue here since we have all those Take Inventories and stuff. Alright, this looks like a fun one. Blue-red Uber spells, double Rise of the Tides here in this Shadows over Innistrad Remastered. Let's get that bread. Sourdough. Okay, round 1 fight. Remember last time I talked about sourdough bread, Arena was like, oh, you wanted to play Magic? No, you're losing now. I will give this a shot on the draw and hope that the opponent doesn't come out swinging too quickly. Turn 1 3-bin. Ugh, so good. Looks like they're green-white humans. Yikes, are you for real? Alright. So I'm most likely going to be using this Spontaneous Mutation end of turn on, not their Thraben, but if they play a different creature this turn, and then we're going to Collective Defiance the Hamlet Captain away and just kill it. I'm taking 4 here. Wow, that's sick. Those are commons, so... No choice, really. Hope they don't have a way to protect their Hamlet captain. Good. Okay. This format can be fast, but that's true of any format, of course. Now remember, this is a combination of, like, all of the Shadows formats, so... We're really hoping they don't have a removal spell for our Pyre Hound this turn. Yep, and they have the pacifism that can move around. Alright, good beats. We'll take 3, we go to 5. Yeah, opponent had a good draw, and I didn't really draw enough interaction here. Can't cast Rise from the Tides, because remember, these enter tapped. Oh, that doesn't cut it. I kill the Chaplain, I take 2, I go to 3. Oh, we're 1 mana short. If we had drawn the Galvanic Bombardment here instead of Fiendbinder, or instead of the Flow, or if we drew one of the other Spontaneous, we might have been able to survive, but looks like we're a little bit too far behind there. Alright, good beats. I mean, I don't think our deck needs to have some more early game plays, though we, again, could just run some random 1/3s and garbage. I think our deck's cool. Remember how I said we would be trying to climb the mythic ranks with Shadows of Innistrad Remastered instead of playing All Will Be One? And, well, like I said, today's drafts did not go particularly well. I think all of my decks have been very solid, though. But, yeah, 2-3-2-3, 4-3-3, 3-2-3. We're starting off 0-1 here. Let's see, what is that overall? 2, 4, 8, 11, 13, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, so under 50% win rate. Nice hand. This hand would have slapped our last opponent. Turn 1 Skelly. Oh yeah. Another take inventory is great here too. So it looks like they're in the green-black value deck. Let's Galvanic that, and then play the Geist and next turn. We don't need to fire off these inventories quite yet. We don't need to find land. Recruiter's good. Probably should keep that. That's main phase 1 inventory. Ooh, okay. Double pour over the pages is a little bit awkward. Sure. Oh wait, is take inventory a sorcery? Oh my gosh, I thought this was like the other card. That's my mistake. Okay. What's the one? Accumulated knowledge. That's the one I'm thinking of. Alright. Good to note. Let's see. I guess we can discard another take inventory here. Draw 3. Now these spontaneous mutations just give -6, -0 to a creature. It's pretty good. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and fire off one of these Rise from the Tides. Getting 5 2/2s here seems good enough. Oh wait, I only have one Rise of the Tides, never mind. Well, maybe we can wait a little bit longer then. 2, 4, 6, 7 cards in hand. Go to 6, go to 9. Go to 8. Yeah, we want to wait another turn then. Once again, gonna have to discard a card here. That's fine. -10, -0. What was I saying? Fireglass Colossus. 2/2. Okay, vanilla-ish. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I think our deck is amazing. Kind of just got smashed in game 1. Didn't draw enough action. Yeah. And we had another Rise from the Tides for Infinite, too. If this deck doesn't get to 7 wins, I'm going to be really sad, but... I mean, I say this constantly. You know, even if your deck is insane, your average wins should only be, what, 4 or 5? Like, this is best of 1. This is Magic. There is variance involved, so... I can easily see this deck getting to 7 wins, though. Super fun. On to our next game. On the play, hand looks great. Oh yeah, here we go. I will be taking inventory. So madness from the opponent. I actually think it's better to flow here, their Bloodseeker, than to run out my Scab. That stops them from easy madnessing out this next turn. And maybe they play another creature that can madness out, but oh yeah. If they're just going to sit back, we are going to sit back as well. We have no rush. It's a little bit annoying. There's one Rise from the Tides. Beautiful. Next turn we can go Scab plus Drag Under. A little bit flooded here. Again, I think I'm only on 16 lands. Wow. Very nice. Okay. That's good enough. Since I drew a second Rise, the only other Rise I have, I guess I should say, I'm going to go ahead and just make out the initial one. Looks like they're content with trying to race. This gives haste, right? It does, yeah. I think we're just gonna... Yeah, I'll fire off the other one. Okay. 11 2/2 zombies, I guess, is good enough. This deck is so good. Yeah, we ended up with 5 take inventory after that crazy, 5 take inventory, 2 of the Rise of the Tides. Love it. This plays out like a constructed deck, you know? It just has so much redundancy, so much consistency. This hand needs to find a little bit more interaction if my opponent has a faster deck, but... being on the play helps here a lot for our stabilization plans. Yeah, the different thing about this card is that it's only your graveyard, whereas Accumulated Knowledge, I believe, was any graveyard back in the day, right? Accumulated Knowledge, MTG. Yeah, Accumulated Knowledge was all graveyards, and it was an instant. It's fine. Gonna go ahead and just mutate their accomplice here. Oh yes, oh yes. Setup continues. I mean, my opponent's just missing lands, so this is not really a game. We basically have free reign to do whatever the hell we want. So we can Brain in a Jar and cast Lightning Axe here, for example. Ooh, that card's real good. So let's go Firehound. Activate. Oh, I should have left up blue open. Whoops, I don't know what I was doing. Oh, there's a Madness card. Well, here comes the Alchemist's Greeting. Perfect turn where I can't make it a 5 toughness. Oh, wait. Whoopsies. Is there a -1? A Borrowed Malevolence or something? Oh, Deadweight, sure. That would have killed it anyways then. Nice. Go with drag here. I think we want to get like 7 of these, maybe? I mean, I guess with a second Rise from the Tides in our deck somewhere, we probably don't need to wait until 7 or 8 plus. Let's keep ticking up. Jeez. Our inventory is so good. Alright, we'll go for 7. Attack him for 4 here. There is a -2/-2 to all creatures in black. But I'm not sure they would be running that in their deck. I might just be able to kill them next turn, actually, with all the prowess and Like Defiance and Flow can both go face as well. I'm gonna go to their, well, actually, can I do that with Brain in the Jar? I probably can, right? The escalate modes. Yeah, okay, nice. So I'm gonna deal it to their Bloodseeker here, so that they're forced to use their Madness cards right now. Whatever they may be. Sure. Oh, Auto Tapper wrecked me there. Whoops. I think they're still dead, but... was trying to leave up all of my blue so I could pump the Scab. This deck is sick! If I could just play this deck forever in this format, I absolutely would. What a beating. So consistent. So efficient. So nummy. That's going to be my next fragrance line. So efficient, so consistent, so nummy. Oh, the nummy. Alright, on to game 5. We're on the play. Hand looks great. Playing against Beers. And we are taking inventory, my friends. Oh my gosh, we are taking all of the inventory. He's going to be on Madness. I'm going to once again kill the Madness Enabler immediately. And that leaves our mana efficient for double take inventory next turn if we want to. Okay, I guess we go Brain in a Jar now. That way I don't have to discard either. Sure. Fine. Remember, mutation doesn't trigger. I'm gonna go ahead and take 3, no problem. I'd rather use the Brain in a Jar. That's a better target right there anyways. Very nice. Up to 6 on Rise from the Tides. We could wait one more turn. That seems fine. Don't really mind him gaining 3. Oh wait, no, that's not even the lifelinker, is it? Never mind. Sure. We will save our Geist. It should probably be a pretty fast scoop to Rise from the Tides after this inventory, definitely. Alright, good luck. This deck can't be stopped! It's too good! God, this is a breath of fresh air after All Will Be One, let me tell you. Blue-red nummies were nowhere near as good in All Will Be One, but in Shadows over Innistrad Remastered is quite the treat. Oh, baby. Good times. Having a good time, having a good time. That's what Freddie Mercury told me. We won another die roll with 2 inventory in hand. Like, this does just feel constructed of sorts. It almost doesn't feel fair. Can I break out of being a percentage gamer? Can I break back into the top 250? Not with this deck. We would need to win quite a few more. But hopefully with this format, we can start getting the goods. Echo Cody. Do need to find some islands. Good. We are digging. Whenever you cast a zombie spell, you make a 2/2. Alright, so we're just going to want to kill that. And I'll deal 3 to them here. Sure, you can make some 2/2s. Okay, one of our pseudo win cons online. Let's go ahead and shrink it right now. Then we're gonna go raining and pouring. And some more. Nice. Very good. I'll take 4, I don't mind. Let's go ahead and spontaneous. Actually, we don't even need to, do we? Seriously, our deck is insane. Can't keep harping on it. That is extremely aggressive. Holy smokes. -2/-2 to everything? Maybe they have it. They do. Okay, that's fine. We don't care about that because we can still just solo them. And even if, again, they need to have like another biting rain since we have a second Rise from the Tides available to us. You know, we had that first loss, and ever since, the games really haven't been all that competitive. Like, we just roll face. We keep getting on the play, we keep getting insane multiple take inventory hands, although with 5 in your 40 card limited deck, you're... I don't know what the... Like, I think for 4 of a card in a 40 card deck... Somebody can correct me on the hyper geometric calculations or whatever it's called, but I think the odds are over like 70-80%, right? Because if you have in a 60 card constructed deck having 4 of a card, I think you are... Oh, maybe I'm doing the odds wrong. I can't remember exactly. In any case, I do think our deck has so much consistency that doesn't matter. GG's. Okay, on to our next round. It took a very long time to pair, and now we're playing against a bronze, but I think I recognize this name as a bronze player that has been mythic a few times, so this might just be somebody that hasn't played while All Will Be One has been a thing. On the play again here, we have a take inventory on turn 2. We really need to find a third land with this hand. This will be a problem if we don't find... This will be a huge problem if we don't draw a land next turn. This is one of the few ways our deck can kind of lose. You got saved. Play at our 2/3, and then we're just going to start tempoing and trying to save the board. Oh, well, bad news for them. They missed a land drop. Yep, and we hit because we're champions. I've opened Westvale Abbey in like 4 out of my 6 drafts, and that's not an exaggeration. That's fine. We could, if we wanted to, drag under our own scab. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad play. And then we are going to go ahead and fire off a mutation on that 2/2. We just want to buy time. So, definitely good enough for me. Alright. Nice, they found a land. Brain in a jar. Go ahead and inventory. Oh, wow. Not... We have 4 lands in the top 17 is kind of gross. One more land, though, and we can go pour over the pages into greeting here. Yikes. Okay, I'm going to take 2. There's a 5th land. Let's just get our scab online. Pass. Use Brain in a Jar and probably Mutation. They can aggro tap with the Priest if they want to, but that only gets in for a few points of damage. I guess what I might actually need to do is save the Mutation for their Westvale Abbey. Holy smokies. Okay. Nice. Good, so I can tap my scab in response, but that's fine. Then I'm going to go ahead and just main phase kill their other 2/2. Okay. And now we don't have to be afraid of them slamming a land and activating Abbey. So I'm just going to go for Rise from the Tides next turn. What does this one do? 2/2 menace. When it dies, you may pay swamp or black. If you do, you can return to its owner's hand. When it dies, you can pay X, return another. Okay, that doesn't matter. Okay, that was a good draw. Let's discard a card, kill the dead. Yeah, discard a card. Prowess. Get 8 tokens, pump up our scab, smack in for 4. Easy bingo bangos. Not sure we're ever going to be able to use the Brain in a Jar scry ability. I don't... No, that don't cut it. No, we want to deal damage to them too. GG's. Getting those Rise from the Tides in pack 3 were absolutely incredible. Yeah, 6-1 in a flash. This deck is so freaking good. I know I keep saying that, I'm a broken record, but legitimately, this might be the best deck I ever draft in Shadows over Innistrad Remastered. And look, I actually have a smile on my face. One done frown every single time. Shadows, okay, maybe we get bored of it in a week, who knows. But for now, we live for this moment. Let's try to get that trophy. It is time. Time to once again be on the play. Ooh, this hand is actually not very good. I will keep it. It's got some cheap interaction, but it doesn't have any of my important card draw effects. It has no take inventory, no pour over pages, not even a drag down to cycle. So keeping this type of hand, I can see not being correct. But it feels really weird to mulligan a hand like this, right? It's an easy snap kill. Again, killing the Madness Enabler, especially one that you can do it for free, is really important. And Olivia's Dragoon is a great one for that purpose. Sure, I take 2 here. 2/1 flyer, can't block, and they can give vampires haste until end of turn. I think that might be the... No, they have another. There's a... That's like a pseudo-vampire lord of sorts, but the other one is the Stromkirk Captain. If they don't have removal here, we are going to slam, jam, wham, bam, ma'am. Oh yeah, here we go. I am tempted to Lightning Axe the Dragoon there, but I don't think I'm going to. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Madness Enablers are so good here. So 4/1, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. Woo! Whenever a vampire you control deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. That is extremely spicy. Can I kill them next turn if I don't fire this off? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So even if I drew a land, I wouldn't be able to kill them. Yeah, we probably have to kill the vampire here. Wow, what a nutty draw that was. And this is lethal if they don't have anything. Man, we didn't even cast Rise from the Tides. But like I said, Pyre Hound and Ingenious Scabs are super clutch in a deck like this too. That was one of the most fun decks I've had in a while for draft, and maybe that's just because All Will Be One left such a sour taste in our mouth, but look at that. That is like constructed level quality. 2 Rise, 2 Pour Over Pages, 2 Drag Down, 2 Scab, 5 Inventory, a bunch of other cheap removal, Axe, Bombardment, 3 Spontaneous, Flow, Defiance, like... And remember, if I recall, we didn't get the Rise from the Tides until pack 3, like both of them or something, but... Alright, friends, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit that like and subscribe. We will bring back some more Shadows over Innistrad Remastered tomorrow. Bye-bye.